Hello, hello. How you doing? Hey, Ravi, how you doing?
Yeah, good, Mike. We are live. I can see it now. So all good. Yeah, good,
Hey
good.
Amit,
How's
hey
things?
Rohit, how are you guys?
Yeah, good, man. Good.
Very good, Ravi. I like your cap, man. Straight out of the army, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't comb my hair, so cap helps.
All
Yeah,
right. So,
it's a bit
uh,
dark inside the house with the cap.
Pretty much, yeah, yeah.
all right.
Yeah,
So,
but
what is the
either way,
plan for today?
So, Rowan, what we have done is we put a post on our group. Obviously, a couple of people have approached with their websites that they wanted to audit, and I've had
Yep,
a local friend of mine who reached out to me in Point Cook. He's got a dental surgery, so we're just
yep,
gonna look through that website as well.
yep,
On live. So we're just gonna look at a few things. I'll get Ravi to get started with the WeBox one that I think Vinay posted on the group. So
oh,
Ravi will have a look at the website. We'll look at good and bad things about it and how we can improve it
yep.
and
sure.
give some
I'm
pointers.
seeing some.
It's not a
And
detailed audit.
we
It's not
got
a
we got
detailed audit. It's yeah.
yeah
It's
we
just
got a people joining in. So, Pratik, how are
Hey
you? I'm
Pratik, hey Amol, how are you guys? Yeah, we good, brother.
yeah. Hey, everyone.
Hope you guys are keeping safe over there.
If the voice and everything is clear, just give us a one, and let's get this started then.
Yeah, we should do these more often, live audits, and we don't need to
Definitely,
plan
we
it,
should.
in ahead. We can just go ahead.
Yep,
Takes
sure.
5 minutes, and we can start it. So look, I was given a website vbox.com. I'm going to start sharing my screen, and we can have a chat about it, and you guys can pitch in later on as well.
Yep.
But this is the website. Was it posted by Vinay? Amit?
I think sorry I didn't go back and check, but I think it was Vinay.
Okay.
Let's just call him Vinay anyways.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
So look, yeah, we won't go into like too many details, but I'll still go through some overviews and a few things which I can see right on the fly. So obviously, like from a design perspective, I can see some issue straight away that this logo and the V box button, um, at least on my screen, it's not aligned and it's just staying on top of the whole main page. So either it's inflated somehow or there's an issue with some script, but that's something that's putting me off straight away by looking at this. Um, just looking at the other side of things, I can see like these menu bar, the buttons and the names are not standing out. So again, something that can be worth considering, changing the colors to a little bit of dark color, and maybe also looking at some improvement in the font size because it looks really really small, at least on my screen. It may look different to you guys, but yeah, that's what it is. Now if I just look at the niche, what do they do?
Ravi, you may want to
If I look at the on-page side of
refresh your
things,
cache once because I can't see that VBox thing on my screen.
you can't.
Yeah, no, I
This
can't
is
see
what
it.
I see.
Can you try it as well?
Let me check on incognito mode what it looks
Yeah,
like,
might hope.
because this is the first time I've opened this site. So
Yeah, ideally shouldn't.
in a way,
It should look all
yeah,
right. Yeah.
see, that's so it could be a resolution thing because I've got a 32-inch monitor. I'm not sure if it looks
Uh,
fine on a small monitor.
Fair enough.
But that's
Well, not
definitely
32
something
inches
that's
once,
worth,
right?
yeah, definitely worth looking at. Um, just looking at what they do, measuring world. Okay, we are a global talent assessment company. Okay, now I can't even read what it says there. A global talent assessment company empowering. Yeah, I can't see what it says. Empowering businesses, academic institutions, sector skills councils, and government and talent website. Okay, so looks like they are into some form of training and assessments and stuff like that. Because when I looked at the keywords, I could see some pages and some stuff around assessments and all, providing some sort of assessments. So I'm going to assume that that's what they do. India skill report and stuff like that, assessment library, bit of other services. But just looking at it, the on page quickly. online assessment platform, so that looks like the main keyword. But I can clearly see the H1's missing in here. So your H1 is totally blank. Oh, it should at least have your main primary keyword sitting in there. For some reason, they've got 10 H2s and 6 H3s. Now, a lot of the H2s are like call us, trusted by Premier, like these sort of, to me, it's like a waste of these header tags, because normally your H1's your primary keyword, you're telling about the content of the page or the primary theme of the page, and then you follow up with your secondary keywords or subtopics around that primary topic, and they become your H2s, like our business areas, things like that. To me, it's a waste of header tag. This one I would still won't mind, because then you're saying your business areas, and these should be your H3 sitting in here. But a lot of the other ones, they shouldn't even be there as H2 tags. So that's something worth looking at. From an image point of view, the 5 images without all tags on the home page itself, so that can be improved. Just doing bit of all tag optimization and stuff like that. The CRO, like the conversion point of view, can also be looked at. Like this book a demo thing, I would move it to the top somewhere. Again, it's opening little bit skewed on my my screen. It could be better on your screens, guys, I'm not sure. If I refresh it, it changes like this. But again, if you look at this picture, it's really really low quality. It's pixelated. I would definitely look at improving the quality of these pictures. I saw a few at the bottom as well. um,
Yeah, it looked
like this
pixelated
one.
on a 13-inch screen as well, Ravi. So I concur with that. And I think the call to action is
Yeah.
way below the screen.
Yeah, so the call to action, maybe if you have a call now button or demo or contact us button, it should be right at the top here somewhere, so that I can see you guys have a chat widget, which is good. How responsive that is, I'm not sure. It looks like a chatbot to me, so which is not bad actually, because you might do some form of lead captures in there, in the form of name, phone number, email addresses, and all. So looking at few other pages, I think when I was initially looking at it, I can see the same theme. The main H1 tag is missing across the board. Now this one's virtual campus hiring solutions. So I should be expecting something like that in your H1 tag on this page as well. But we're talking about enterprise business solution, which I think has got a separate page altogether. So there could be a mix of keywords across the board. Um, it's a bit hard to say that without looking at the keywords. Actually, I might have to come in here and have a look. So a lot of the keywords in Ahref, if I have a look, are more around the brand name. Um, if I go to page 2, I'm just trying to find some form of commercial keyword. I'm looking for the CPC value, and I can't see many commercial keywords sitting in here. Maybe if I filter by volume, we can have a look at few other things in here, like online assessments. Is that something we are targeting? Maybe yes, on the homepage, because they were talking about online assessment platform. So, but again, online assessment is a very generic keyword. It could mean anything for any topic, any field of study. So it needs to be little targeted based on the niche they are servicing. They can't, like, it's okay to win online assessment, but you might get a lot of wrong traffic coming in for this keyword, which you don't want, and that could lead to high bounce rate and stuff like that. So that they need to go after specific keywords, like online assessment for what, what are we doing the assessments for. So those kind of things. We'll come back to this one. I just wanted to have a look at the speed of this website. I ran it through GT metrics, and there's definitely a lot of opportunity sitting here in terms of speed. The performance is really really low. So I think some form of plugin, minifying JavaScripts or plugin like WP, Rocket, or a few other plugins out there may definitely help. I was expecting the speed to be a bit better, to be honest, looking at the quality of the pictures, because they're really, really low. But if you improve the pictures, the speed may further go down. So, try investing in a CDN or image compression kind of plugin to help with the speed, because this will become important ranking factor. I mean, it is already a ranking factor, but Google's still preaching about these core web vitals coming into play starting potentially this month or next month, so it's about time to look at the speed of the site and make it more user friendly in terms of load times and everything else. um, Again, when I put it in this tool to see the mobile view, I can see it's skewed still. So I'm definitely on the right course here. You can see this logo skewed, and even the chat box thing or the pop-up at the bottom, it's just covering the whole screen. So I would say discourage having this kind of pop-up on the mobile side of things. It's okay to have that pop-up or exit pop-up if you're trying to use it on the desktop version, but don't use it on the mobile version, because you are basically stranding your users for space when they see all these pop-ups popping up left, right, and center, and then you got your chat widget in here as well. So you want to present your content rather than that
Yep.
sort of things.
So
um,
a complete overamp, I guess, is required for this particular website. I guess so. That
yeah,
includes the font size, the complete CRO. So no matter if the
yeah,
site gonna get ranked, but still it won't convert. So if you won't convert, then there is no much benefit of it. For example, the site is getting a very good traffic, as I can see
yeah.
up here. So I think I can't really see any reason at all like that. No more time should be spent on this to or can't be done, because I think it should be done. But can you actually open up the organic keywords really quickly,
Yeah,
Ravi?
we
And,
can. But if you see here, Rohin, like they're ranking for 1,000 keywords, bringing in potentially 15,000
yep,
traffic, but
yep,
there's like the traffic value is only $58. What it means in terms of Ahref is those 1,000 keywords are not commercial keywords. They may be informational
commercial.
keywords, which is good.
Yes,
You still want to rank for informational kind of keywords.
yep,
But
true.
when you're trying to win a lot of, if you're trying to make sales or you're trying to sell assessments, you potentially looking at commercial keywords. The site is not ranking for too many commercial keywords. Otherwise, this value would potentially shoot up, right? And if I come here and look at the keywords like this one, potentially, GGSSIPU, I'm not sure what it is. I'm thinking it's some, it says login or something, so it could be something. But it's the commercial value, like the CPC of this is 0.20. You're ranking at position 12. So by having that keyword at position 12, you're potentially getting 2,000 of this volume coming to your site, and in the eyes of Ahref. Your GSC might say something different, but
Yep,
I'm potentially just looking at Ahref, and a lot of these keywords may not be like these are login keywords, right? They're not commercial keywords. So yes, in theory, it might look we got a lot of traffic coming in. If you're employed in SEO agency and they're boasting about bringing a lot of traffic to your site, it's all for the wrong reasons. It's not converting in the form of it may not be converting in the form of your clients, because a lot of these are not commercial keywords. So it's good you have these informational kind of keywords ranking, which is good. But again, like Bharat Vikas mission, online assessment, MIT login, these are not going to help this website in anything. So a proper keyword research is suggested, depending on looking at your competitions, what they're doing. If there's a really really good website who is
yep,
ranking, who's making a lot of money, who's doing good business, maybe it might be time to do like a gap analysis between your website and that website, and then trying to understand what sort of keywords they are targeting, which have more commercial intent, right? And then trying to build pages and content around that on your website,
yep.
and that will surely help
Yes,
this
one
website.
single word keywords, it's sometimes be very hard to actually get the conversion out of that. And that's one of a big reason why we should be going after 2+ or 3+ kind of a keywords. Because what I've seen is the conversion and overall impressions, maybe they come out to be much better with that. But as I can see it up here, that it's a 15,000 traffic coming in, but the keywords are not that relevant, which it should
Yeah,
be. So very much it's just bulking up the servers.
pretty
And
much.
so I guess a bit of a work on the keyword research side is really be required up here, rather than just see the 15K traffic or that kind of things and make ourselves happy about it. So one of our user have actually asked like what kind of extension we have been using for looking at this H1 and H2 headings.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's SEO Meta in one
Yeah.
click. So it's a
So it's
Chrome
called
extension.
SEO Meta in one click.
In one click, and the beauty of this particular extension is that, which I haven't seen in anything else, is it shows the heading tag hierarchy in the way it is actually coming on the website. So
Yeah,
most of the
from top to
SEO
bottom.
minion and these kind of Chrome extensions, they actually show the heading tag hierarchy. They show it like H1s are this and all these H2. But it's really important to see what H3 is sitting under which H2, which you can see it with the SEO Meta in one click. I really love this extension. I use it pretty much every single day, I guess.
And there's another one called Detailed. I don't know, Rowan, if you've used that one. I've been using Detailed
Yeah,
quite a
me
lot,
too. It's here.
and it pretty
I
much
don't
gives
use
us
it
the
that
option
much,
to.
but yeah, it's very similar. It's
It's
in
very
here.
Yes,
similar to SEO
Yeah.
Meta.
similar.
Additional
So
addition it has is it gives you the external and internal links as well, so you can get the backlinks out of the detail as well. You can export that into an Excel from the extension itself.
yeah,
So
yeah,
if you're looking for a
Yeah.
quick one, it comes in really handy.
yeah.
Yeah.
True, true, true. Yeah,
And the
And
other
I think
thing,
you
just on extensions, I would say like this is for one page. If you're looking to do on page for like all of these, or let's say you have a keyword, let's say SEO Melbourne, and you want to compare your site to 10 sites who are ranking on the first page, but you don't want to go and check all the sites and then look at SEO Meta in one click and try and understand what the on page is. We actually built an extension, and
crawler.
we call it.
Because the problem is that you can always go and use Meta SEO Meta in one click. By the time you're gonna go to the second page, the SEO Meta in one click gonna disappear. Then you need to press the button again, and we were getting in these kind of pain every single day, I remember. And then we decided to actually code something like this. So what you need to do is just throw in your keyword in Google, then you come up here, use this SEO bookmarklet. It's a free bookmarklet. And so if you're not sure, I can send you the link from where you can take it, and then just pick the URLs of the top competing sites, like top 5 competing sites, and add your URL in that too in the crawler. So the crawler which we got at the moment on site, so it's all free of cost. So you don't need to pay anything, no sign up, no login, no opt-ins.
Yeah.
So just go throw it in that, and Ravi is going to show you the output of that one.
So basically, I just ran SEO Melbourne. I've got these results, and I've got this Google SERP extractor plugin, which I clicked, and it got me all these results. I'm just
Probably
copy it
probably the
and
bottom one,
put it
Ravi.
in here,
Yeah, you can
and
use
it
it.
will give me all these domains. So I've got all these domains which are ranking for this
Not
keyword.
really, because it could be the inner pages. If you go back to the
Oh, it could
extension,
be. It could be. You're right.
no, no, just go back to the extension output, and it's the second column URL list.
Oh yeah, yeah. So
So
let's
yeah,
say we'll pick these ones,
because
right?
we need the inner pages as well.
Yep.
I'll throw it in here, and you'll have your URL sitting in there as well. And if you run the crawler, it's going to give you the exactly same output as SEO Meta in one click, but you can see all the results for all these pages in one screen, and it's a good way of doing on-page SEO. If you're trying to optimize your header tags, right, and you want to compare to the top 10 ranking sites, you can do it in this place, and you can just tweak your header tag straight away. Same with your titles and everything else. So that's what it shows you, right? So let's say you have your 10 results. It shows you word counts on the fly, so okay, you can do an average and what sort of word count you're looking at. And then if you keep coming down, you can start seeing the title tags for each of these websites. And it's a good way to just scroll through it and
And
come up
just
with a really
keep going
nice and
through
fancy tag.
the different tabs as well, like a
Yeah,
header tag, screenshot tab, images,
shows you
links on the
schemas.
top.
So this
So I
website has
guess
got all these
John
schemas.
was asking other day, like which particular extension we are using for schema. We are not actually using any extension. We're using this particular tool. It just strips out the schema tag at the red type tag
Yeah.
uh,
So
from
I can double
basically
click on
the
this
page.
one. It will
It
take
just
me
tells
right to
us
the
what it is.
yeah. So you can click on the schema in there, and it will take you to the exact schema code for that page, so you can just
Yep.
copy it and use it to your needs, whatever suits you.
Yeah, sometimes
um,
we do it this way. Let's say we are working on four different pages, so we know what it was before, and after recommendations, we don't really want to go through each and every page. Then look at the extensions. That's where we use this one handy. So we're gonna pick all those five ranking pages of the client side on we are working on. Then we're gonna throw it in the tool, and it will tell us. So we're gonna confirm. All right, the heading tag is all good, all good. All the changes has been made. Great work.
yeah,
just
and
with this
obviously
use this kind
screenshots
of
can also be
icons
seen.
actually.
So you can see the website as it looks in here. So you don't even have to go and visit the website. The screenshot shots are there, the summary is there, the page count, the S schema, your header tags are in here, images, alt tags, inbound, outbound links, everything is sitting right in this one place. Like basically, you don't need anything else apart from
Yeah.
this to do your on-page tweaks, right?
All right.
Then it comes
And it's
down
such a
to
fantastic, it's such a fantastic tool you guys have made. You should be selling it rather than giving it away for free.
oh, we don't.
You
Yeah.
know, it helps
Not
save
many
Vinay,
people
so
know
much
about
time.
it actually. It's not
myself
good for
and
everyone.
myself
Honestly,
and
it saves so much time when I'm trying to use it to do on-page analysis. Even when I'm doing website audits, it's an additional thing that I can throw in for competitors for the keywords for that site.
true.
It
And
really
that's
helps the clients understand what others are doing, and
yeah.
that always helps.
Yep, true.
Yeah.
And we actually use this tool somehow in three different kind of fashions. The very first one is to do the audit. So rather than just checking around whether the client has got a schema or not, you can simply throw the URLs in there, and you can find out as well. You can check the heading tag hierarchies. You can check if the meta title is long, short, whatever it is. So all these kind of things. Because Screaming Frog, you can or cannot do it. You can go to the list mode and can get all this information, but still it has got a hiccup with schemas and that kind of thing. So yeah, one of a question which has been asked up here is, what is the most important factors that you're looking for while doing a site audit? So that's it. We try to say, if the client speed is one thing, the backlinks is another thing. What we look at, if the backlinks the client has got is really worth, or it's just the garbage. So if it's really worth, then it's good. If it's a garbage, we probably need to remove that away, basically disable them. Same thing what Ravi actually said, that the site is getting a lot of traffic, but it's not really getting the results. The very first thing what we always do when we get any client, let's say audit side, I would say, not the client side, maybe the audit side. So we simply pick that site, throw it in Screaming Frog, do a complete Screaming Frog crawl, and then we got our automated template in place. So it has got a lot of formulas and everything, I would say. So we have shared that template numerous times in these groups as well. So and then take the output of that Screaming Frog, copy paste it in the template, and the template will gonna tell you straight away where the problems are, which we need to rectify. So we try to look at 404s, we try to look at
Mm.
missing H1s, we try to look at any unoptimized meta titles, or the H1s are not really optimized. So that's a tool. Yeah, it just tells
It
us
looks
straight
like
away
something like
that
that.
the pages are indexable, not indexable, whether the pages has got long meta titles or short meta titles, thin pages. That's a very important thing as well. A lot of pages we try to say it, if anything which is under 250 characters, we consider it as a thin pages. With the Screaming Frog, you can take the things to the next level. That's something we do it when we do the professional level audits for the clients. That's when they pay us for the audits, we go and hook their Google Search Console, we hook their Google Analytics accounts in basically Screaming Frog, along with the page speed, along with the href API, everything. It just crawls everything from every possible way. Just and
And you
then
can you can also add core web vitals to Screaming Frog.
yeah,
That's
that's page
another thing.
insight.
Yeah.
Page insight. You can add the page insight API. You can use in Screaming Frog, and you can just crawl everything. All that data is in front of you. Then you need to tick off the boxes. We got a lot of more robust kind of checklist in house, which we are thinking to actually share a bit of a portion in the videos with the community. But this is
We
a kind
will
of
actually, yeah.
duplicate content. Use a tool like Siteliner. and
It's kind of
run that tool and see if there is any duplicate content. You can always check the grammar of the pages and the readiness score via Screaming Frog as well. So guys, Screaming Frog, it's one of the best tools. I do not get into any kind of different tools like SEO Power Suite. Those ones, they are not bad, I'm saying, but Screaming Frog is next level. I know the interface is not that friendly, but somehow the professional SEOs, they know how to use the tool very
Yeah, I
well.
think if you export the data out, then it becomes much easier, And we are
True.
working on few scripts where, like, I've curated every single audit tool out there. Like, we've also built an e-com audit tool, and we're just going to combine all these tools going forward into like a
Yeah.
master audit tool, where you can just so anything I can find from anywhere, I've just added in here. There's so many good tools in the market, and we're just going to maybe make a daddy tool out of this thing, which will rule
Yeah.
everything else, and we'll share it with the
The
community. And
problem is that what we have seen in some of the scripts, and that's the same thing I was talking to Ravi and Amit the other day, that it looks like the guys who have actually coded these scripts, they just pick the YouTube videos from YouTube, some SEO videos like href videos and all that, they put it in the sheet together and selling it as a pricing point. But it looks like they have never actually tried to actually read the data, run the data on the actual client sites, because a lot of things are actually missing, what I can see in there. And that's one of the reason we're thinking of actually come up with an idea like a step by step what are best and how we can do it. Maybe that can help the community. Like there is one Google Sheet extension we are working on. It's very much ready. We are thinking to actually share it with the community as well, and that thing is actually next level. I don't know why some of the paid tools have never actually thought to get that kind of idea too. So that is more to play with the Google Search Console data to figure out what are the missing opportunities are. So there's a bit of a very in-depth crawler. We are trying to build it, so we'll definitely share it with the community as well. You guys can use it. That's not a problem. No matter what the variety of the site is, if it's a local, if it's a e-commerce, if it's a affiliate, that tool is helpful for everyone. I'm telling you, we're probably going to do a complete live stream for that to show you guys how to use it. It's very good one. I don't know why it hasn't been used. I asked Phrase if they can add that particular information in their tool, and I don't know why they're taking that long, or maybe they don't want to add it. But the moment you're gonna say it, you're gonna say, I mean, like it's actually a very good one, very good information we need. We use that info in our agency, and I know how helpful it is.
And going back to the original question, look, when you're doing the site audit, sometimes people will argue about everything on groups, whether titles are not important, descriptions are not important, header tags are not important. But I always go back to the same argument. They, even if they have a 1% importance in the whole 100%, why do you want to get them wrong? So start from the very scratch, and when you're looking for an on page, that's the things that you look for. You look for content, you look for canonicals, you look for different word keywords on different pages, how they're sitting, you look for title, description, header tags, and that's when you move down to the next level, which is backlinks and then core web vitals. So the three keys are always going to be same, and those are the three keys you check in audit as well. First is content, second is backlink, and third is core web vitals. And everything, all the tools and systems that we have is all aligned to give us that data and get the best out of it.
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. That's
So
true.
look at
And
look at this,
all
guys. I
those
mean,
best
uh,
practices that they're gonna fail if the on pages are not right. No matter
Absolutely.
how good their quality backlinks are, all that, everything gonna fail if the on page basics hasn't been done
Because
properly. So
I've
that's
I've
very
seen some of
important.
the I've seen some of the website with just exact match domain, no backlinks, shitty content coming on the first page.
Yeah,
So
that happens.
so
Say
they
Google,
just
Google
need
is
a few
crazy, man.
keywords, right? And that's all they need.
Yeah,
They don't need to spend
Google's
like the rest.
crazy. You cannot really, no matter how good you are or bad, if they have to take you, knock you down, they can do it no matter what it is, no matter
Absolutely.
how smart
Ab-
you are. Um, that's because they got a monopoly. So we
no, I
cannot
think
really.
on page
Only thing
matters.
what we can do is we can just use the best SEO practices on things. and that's it. A lot of people actually DM and ask us too, like why we are not doing these kind of audits and even the videos and account that frequently, because to be honest, guys, we are
We don't
busy.
have
We're
time.
very busy, and I know how we get the time. I'm like, Amit was keep chasing us. All right, let's do it, but I don't know. Sorry about that, but we are actually very
We
busy.
try
It's
to do more.
very
Yeah,
much of
I
projects
think
we
we
are
don't need
working.
to plan these. We can just come online and start doing it any time of the day. You
Exactly, because
come together.
eventually group engagement, everything is going
Yeah.
down as well. We have seen, so let's try to buck it up. Let's try to make add a value and everything into it. If you try to look at all the different videos and audits, everything, or even the comments, we try to do it. You have never heard us. No matter we got like a sell, we sell gigs, we get services. We never try to pitch anything or just comment us in the comment where you think we are hardcore trying to pitch anything. We do not, because
Mm.
that's what not we aim for. We aim to actually add the value. And then if you guys think like we are adding value, we are someone like capable to work on your projects, then you can always reach Master Ravi, Amit, everyone. We just a message away only.
Yep.
All right,
Um,
so I'll wrap up this audit. I think there's not much to do apart from that. Again, like even this page, if I was scrolling down, like starting here, to keep
Yep.
going, I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
Got a
How's,
funny
how's the
extension
backlink
brought in,
profile anyway?
so I'm not sure. Yeah, but
All right.
anyways, there's a lot
So
of work to be done in here.
yeah. So what's the backlink profile? Is that good or bad? Or, what's
Look,
going
there are
on?
like 5 to 7 good links. Like I saw a link from Wikipedia in here. So there are some good links in here,
Yeah.
definitely.
All right.
There are a lot of Web 2.0 profiles, but a lot of topically relevant links. I can see some press releases as well in here. So it's a good mix of links. If I just have a look at the anchors, but again, if the keyword research hasn't been done, we could be just using the wrong anchors across the wrong pages and stuff like that. So there could be a lot of cannibalization happening around this place, which I'm not sure until we do a deep dive into it, right? We do a proper audit.
yep.
But just looking at the face value, I don't see too much spam in terms of backlinks. They're coming. A lot of them are coming from good sites. But again, like you'll see an occasional blogspot, Web 2.0 in here, and stuff like that. A lot of educational links. That's again a Web
Yep.
2.0.
All right.
So yeah, if it's driving a lot of traffic, so link profile is not that bad at this stage. But again, the main thing is your on page, your proper keyword research. um, you're getting 15,000 people coming to your website, make it, convert them into clients. um, that's what I would say. So there's a lot of work on this website that is required as per my understanding. Your on page, your design, the CRO factors, the speed of the site, proper keyword mapping, and even like I'm not sure. I've never seen these .obj. It looks like an object file which has been uploaded, right, to their hosting or something, and it's just coming up like
Yep.
that. So
All right.
yeah,
So
yeah, I'll
that's
wrap
all
it up
about it,
here.
boss. Is
You guys
there
can jump on
if there is
the.
anything else which you think you guys want to ask us, just feel free to post it in the comments, tag us up there so that we can know and we can happily answer you that. So yes, once again, someone has asked about the tool, what we are talking about. So one of the tool is a crawler which Ravi has showed. Another one we are talking about, it's basically the Google Sheet add-on kind of thing, maybe a script you can say. So you just punch in, you can play around with your Google Search Console data via that, and it's just gonna be helpful, I reckon. We are using it. We know it's helpful. That's why we thought to actually, rather than putting a lot
Sorry,
of
Ravin, I think your voice is echoing.
I don't know.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, that's all about it. But once it's be ready, we'll definitely let you know.
Uh, given the time, Ravi and Rohin, do you want me to quickly go through the audit for that dental I was talking about, the one that approached me? You have 5 minutes. I'll just quickly skim through it.
Yep, go through it. Yeah,
All right, let me just do that. I don't want to upset my friend. I don't know if
yep.
he's watching, but he's definitely gonna watch it later.
I was looking at one of the other sites. Tapan, I think, added his website. I had a quick look at that website. There isn't much to say, but just a few pointers. If Amit, I can just quickly go through that as well.
Yeah.
Um, and by the time you're opening up your website,
Yeah. Not mine's all set, mate. I did some pre-work. It
okay,
wasn't
let's
entirely.
quick.
It wasn't entirely live. It's like, how those live singing
Yeah,
shows where they're only using the voiceovers.
yeah. So this one, like Tapan, few things. Obviously, you might want to work on the theme side of things. Maybe a good logo. Your about me section is your homepage, I think. So that needs to go into like an about me kind of page rather than on the homepage. That's what I would do. Your homepage should be more around what you're offering as a part of this website. If you're writing blogs or you're doing reviews or something, maybe pick up your top 5 to 7 blogs, and put them on the homepage for the viewers to see. Very similar to any of the news sites out there. They'll have their best content sitting right in front of your eyes when you open the site. Yes, it's good to write about yourself. That's always important. But maybe move this to your about us page. You have a resource page which is more of a lead gen kind of thing, where you are offering an ebook for a sign up. It's good, really good. But again, I would sprinkle that across the site, within your blogs, on your homepage. Maybe an exit pop up where people are trying to exit, and close the button. You can say, okay, by the way, if you need a affiliate marketing ebook for free, sign up in here. So you can do a lot of those kind of things. um, but like I said, these blogs, these should be sitting on your homepage. That's your nuggets. That's what you're trying to sell. um, Rather than having like the about us section in there. There wasn't much to look at this side, apart from a few things which I just mentioned. So I thought I'll just quickly cover through it. PM me and I can take you through a few other things on this website. But it looks like really old theme as well. So there's always good opportunity to make it into a super blog. There are some really good topics I saw. So why not sell them properly? And again, are these blogs even bringing in traffic? Are they ranking for keywords? Those kind of things need to be looked at. And if they are, then you further optimize those pages. You try to make that blog bigger. You look at your Google search console, try to see what other keywords are creating impressions or clicks for that blog. And do those keywords, are those keywords listed on that content? If they are not, then there's an opportunity to go and add some more content to it, right? Obviously the backlink profile looks dead. So no matter how good your blog is, if you don't have references or backlinks, it will get stranded at some point. Don't listen to people who say content will rank by itself and it will fetch backlinks. You've got ton of content, I don't see any backlinks. So that's a marketing gimmick. People don't know what they're talking about, and I'm saying it bluntly. uh, Backlinks don't happen
You're gonna
automatically.
get a you're gonna get a
Either
lot
you
of bang
outreach
for that, Ravi.
Yeah, either you outreach it for it, you might get them for free, or you pay for them. There are a lot of backlinks you can build for free. We've actually written an ebook on that. It must be somewhere on our website. You can build 100 to 200 backlinks, good backlinks, for free. There are a lot of press releases websites which will offer you free backlinks. A lot of Web 2.0 profiles, citations and stuff. So there's always backlinks out there, but you need to have that link juice from somewhere to rank for keywords. At the moment, the site is dead. It's not visible to anyone. So you are doing all this good work, but you need to do a few other things to market these blogs out there. That's the only thing I would say. All right, I'll wrap it up. Amit, all over to you.
Thanks very much, mate. I just hope that you guys can see my screen and you can see me too.
Yeah.
All right, fantastic. So the one that I've picked up is Boardwalk Dental. This is a local SEO. So we're looking at a dentist which is near me in Point Cook. So when I come to this website, look, it looks really beautiful to me. It's got a call to action right on top, book now. And if I scroll down a little bit, it's got call to action again. So it's sort of punching me in the face with just book now kind of thing. The numbers on the top, I would suggest to make this number clickable so people can just click and get into the call box straight away. So that's a call to action that will improve here. The address is pretty well written. The content's pretty good as well. So usually what I do is I usually check how many times they have the keyword appearing on the first page. So they've got dentist word written about 17 times. And because it's a local business, they're only targeting area around Point Cook. And good thing that I saw is they've got a map embedded area as well to focus on that local geo relevancy. So all of those things looked really good to me. And I then asked myself a question, why they're not ranking for that homepage. I step into their summary. So you can see clearly someone's done their SEO or at least had a go at it. So you got Boardwalk Dental, local Point Cook dentist, dentist in Point Cook. And, doesn't really look very appealing to me. It's keyword stuffed right there, but it surely should work, right? And then you look at the next description where he talks about dentist again, and it's very genuine. Then I come to H1. It says 3 H1s to me. So, that doesn't look right to me. But when I go into the header structure, it looks like a mess, to be honest, because none of the H1s talks about them being a dentist. So one H1 says COVID-19 training. Fantastic. One says winter offer and one says original text. So whoever did the first part for them, they obviously missed this most important part in the header structure where they had it correct. And then you can see they haven't got many H2s. But even the H2s that they have are mainly irrelevant to the main topic or to the main service that they're doing. When I go into images, they've got just 3 images without an alt text, so they can definitely work on that. And when I look at their speed, that looks like a bit of a mess for a dental website as well, because they don't have a lot of high value or high pixel contents on their homepage. So this should be much quicker for a local service provider. Going from there, stepping away to their organic keywords. So when I look at their organic keywords, even for their brand with the dental, there's canonicals. So they are ranking on a few pages for the same keyword on the first position. So Boardwalk Dental Point Cook, for example, is sitting on their contact us page. It's sitting on their preventive dentistry page. It's sitting on their homepage, obviously. That's where it should be. And then it's sitting on their endodontics page as well. So to me, just the brand itself is sitting on a few pages, and their brand name is the only thing that they're on page 1 for, pretty much. So Boardwalk Dental, even that as an exact match is sitting on page 2 and page 3 on different pages. Sorry, not page 2, position 2 and position 3 on different pages. And then, none of the main keywords. So they are currently sitting on page 2 for Point Cook, dentist Point Cook. And from a keyword, from a backlink structure perspective, if I can get there. So they actually didn't have too bad of a dentist backlink profile at the moment, but a lot of their backlinks are coming from local listings, and they haven't got very authority backlinks at the moment, from what I could see from a very high level.
Yeah, and mostly citations and
mostly citations and local blogs. Yeah, Web 2.0.
I think the DIA is 1 or something. So
it's just 1 point. It's just 1.6. So they're barely there. The other thing that I noticed. So if I go into services and dental braces, that's where I went. That's the only content they have. It's hardly 150 words and nothing else on the page. So obviously something that they need to invest in to get content for their main money pages.
And dental braces with no city name with that. So that's keyword only.
Absolutely.
So
the URL they could put it.
When it comes to local, I don't know why the people usually get too much confused with the overall thing. Most of the time, it's you go and optimize your website, you go and optimize your GMB, you go and basically build the backlinks to it, and that's it. And that's it. I don't know, there is no much rocket science into that, I guess, but yes, these kind of things, it's very important. The homepage, it's most of the time it's about the brand and the services they talk about. It's just like a bit of snippet only. Then the service pages are basically create an individual service pages with keyword and city. So targeting in the H1 and do it that way, I can't really see any reason why it can't be ranked. So when it comes to such kind of situations, there's other thing what I really think of is it's better is purchase a good rank tracker tool. You can use SERP. It's just like $5 a month. When you get a new client, just ask the client about what keywords they want to rank for. Just pick those keywords, throw it into SERP, and try to say which keyword, which URLs on their website the Google actually tried to map it, and then you understand whether they are picking up the right keyword or not. But the most important thing apart from that URL is to see what the top 10 results are talking about. Are they really targeting? What fashion they are using for the targeting? Is that like inner pages? Then you need to go after the inner page as well. If they are home page, then it's a different thing. A lot of time we got one of the client of the day, and the client was trying to rank for three different lawyer terms, and that was all on the home page. And when I tried to look at, I said, all right, when I tried to look at, I want to see three different pages, and that's what I'm telling me. That's Google is telling me all this. Basically, the rank tracker is reading all the data and telling us all this. So yeah, the idea is just to use the power of data and then try to figure out what we are doing wrong, and then just fix it, and boom, that's it.
Absolutely. And look, if I go to dental implants, you can see how blank it is from a perspective. And then if you look at the title here, dental implants, Boardwalk Dental. Like really, I mean, on a page, you really don't want to have your brand name again. And dental implants, Point Cook, cost. So whoever tried to do it, they obviously, didn't focus on the basics to get them correct, and I would just correct them. And the other thing that I thought of, Rohin, and you can probably confirm it here, because this is Point Cook is an area where there's about 100,000 people, and there's a couple of smaller places around it. So we got Hoppers Crossing, you got Eltona, Leverton. I think it'll help them to have those location pages here as well with that keyword,
Definitely.
and they
Yeah.
can target those locations as well, because they don't want to just target people in Point Cook, even though they are in Point Cook. And
Yeah,
then
I don't know. I can't really say that, and that's one of a reason. Let's say there is a close by suburb. Let's call that close by suburb as suburb one. So the client wants to rank for suburb one. Throw in that particular keyword in rank tracker or even in Google, and try to see if Google wants to see a common page or Google wants to see a dedicated page for that suburb. What the top 10 results are. If 5 out of 10 results or maybe 4 out of 10 results are having a dedicated page for that suburb, we need to create a dedicated page for the suburb as well. We can't really do it for this particular one. Having a nearby suburbs won't really help them much to rank better in Point Cook, because that suburb is different and this is different. They're two different things. Again, it depends on the proximity, because proximity matters a lot too. So if there are
Yeah.
those results are having a verified GMB for those ones, although it's there's not much businesses which just go and create like offices very close by, but it depends on a suburb to suburb. Some
And I
suburbs are,
think you don't need that, because when you say dentist Point Cook, right? Our
yeah,
guy is not sitting right in the middle of Point Cook. He could be at the border of Point Cook
your
and
point.
Werribee, right?
True, true,
So,
true.
so a lot of his clientele might already be coming from Werribee, and if he doesn't have a page for Werribee, he's potentially losing out on that other traffic which he could bring in.
Yeah,
So, and I know Point Cook is a coastal town. It's surrounded by sea on one side, and then you got Werribee and Seabrook, and I think Williams Landing and few other
Williams
suburbs.
Landing, Hoppers Crossing.
So
Yeah,
I,
those are
I
good.
would definitely create at least four of those area pages in there,
That
and
that's what
depending
struck
on
me. Yeah,
where he's sitting within the proximity of Point Cook, he might start getting business from the other side of things as well. And like Rohin mentioned, again, the proximity comes into play with the GMB. He could be sitting on the corner of Werribee and Point Cook, and if people are searching dentist near me in Werribee, he might show up in top three, because his proximity will dictate that he's the best bet for that sort of keyword sitting next to that client.
exactly. And
So
that's
I,
one
absolutely,
I
of
would,
the
absolutely.
reasons why I am trying to stress a lot on reading the data. It's very important to
yeah,
read the data. That what the top 10 results are talking about, just follow the same pattern and we are good. We need to say if the top 10 results has got a verified GMB, that means like the Google is giving the main love to a verified GMB. So it means that we need to somehow maybe take a virtual office. There are plenty of sites where you can go and take a virtual office anywhere in Australia as well. So all I
Yeah.
am saying
That
is
may not work for
take
this guy,
the
Rohit.
data,
But I
make the
think for
necessary changes.
GMB, for
Yeah.
GMB, he can obviously go for that proximity anyways, because we're only talking about 5-7 kilometers square, 5 to 10 square kilometers area. This is
Exactly.
so I looked at this competition that's on the first page. So you know how I mentioned that on their page they don't have the number clickable so people can contact. So that contact to action. So this and that website, looks very similar. The only difference I could see between these two is the header structure. So this one's got dental in H2, dentist in H1, dentist point cooks. You see the exact keyword right in there on the face of header. So I think if my friend in Boardwalk changes his header structure just by itself, he'll start seeing some difference
Yeah,
in the
true.
ranking. So sometimes people just miss on these basics, those very small starting steps, and they could see a huge difference just between that. And as you said, Rohin and Ravi, competition is your best bet because they are spending hundreds of thousands in getting what you can actually get by just learning from them. So you don't have to spend your
Exactly.
money; you have to spend their money.
And it's all about creating those signals. Like we've been testing a lot of geo pages and interlinking them back to the main home page. So if you're in Pond Cook, just create 5 to 7 geo pages on your website. Don't show them in your drop downs and stuff, but have them there, like top 10 restaurants in Point Cook, top 10 parks in Point Cook, and then link them back to the main page. They have a leeching effect, and a proximity signal pointing out. And I'm just looking at the dentist point cook keyword, like the top eight, like 8 out of 10 results are basically under DR5.
Yeah.
So, and my guy is DR2. So it should be piece of cake to rank him, at least to the position third, because position one and two are DR 15 and 45. I think the guy at number two is a big side. So it
And
might take some data
there's
to
exact
scroll
match.
back
The
there.
first one is exact match as well. So you got Point Cook
Yeah.
Dental sitting up there. So you
The
can't
point
really
dental, yeah.
you can't really beat him. So you have to just
Oh,
skip that one,
you can,
go to
yeah,
the
yeah,
next one,
but it will be a
unless you
little
spend a lot of money.
hard.
All right,
But
I
yeah,
think
no, it's
that's
definitely
all I
a
have.
lot of
Yeah,
opportunity.
that's all I have. I just went through very quickly with it because it's so we've pretty much as a wrap up, we've given two good examples here of audits. I think Rohin, you can judge us. So we've pretty much covered one, which is the whole consulting business and worldwide or at least a countrywide, and then we have covered one a local SEO, and they both are similar but different. The strategies for all the website has to be different, but the
Strategy.
structure is going to be the same.
Yeah, strategies are always the same. I've been saying this for since 2012 when I first started SEO. Nothing major has been changed. Google
Yeah.
has just given us a lot of opportunity to polish ourselves. The it came to polish ourselves. So we were missing out that thing. I don't know why. Some people were already doing it. So every time Google give us an opportunity to do the things right, but if we try to focus on collecting the
Bypassing
information
it.
and do it, UI UX CRO is a very important thing. We need to spend a lot of money at the moment. Most of we all are spending a lot of money on the CRO factors, preparing the lenders kind of thing for our digital assets. So it just it really helps. It really helps. I mean, like the client acquisition, that kind of techniques we can obviously cover in our future live streams as well. If people wants to listen there, how we go about pick the clients, how what kind of strategies can be used for that. So all I am trying to say, you're gonna go pick the clients, but you can't make them happy with anything. You need to be very good in the CRO, should be good in the on page, off page, and backlinks. Then when all these things gonna mix up together and make a nice blend, that's a time when you see a big boost in the rankings, and that's the time when it gives a fruitful results and put the clients on retainers.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. I think time for a wrap, guys. It's been an hour. Thank you very much for joining,
Uh,
and thanks to all the audience.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
thanks
if
for
there
the
are any
opportunity.
last minute questions, we'll just take them. I think Mustafa just mentioned around some GMB postal code verification. No, it doesn't. I think we were just talking about having
GeoPages.
virtual office or stuff, but I don't think it will apply to this client because people do walk into a dentist office to get their teeth done. If he was a locksmith, then definitely we would recommend them to have a virtual office or something. But for this guy, unfortunately, people will go to him, so he can't have a virtual office. Even if he
Yeah,
rang, people would want to click on the direction button and go to his virtual office to get their teeth serviced. So it won't
yeah,
work. CRO Abdullah is conversion rate optimization. So you have brought in, you got good call to actions on, really optimized title tags and everything. You're getting good click through rates through that. You have call to actions like your call now buttons and book a
yeah.
demo and contact us. CRO is conversion rate optimization. So
Just
any people who
helps
come
to
on your site, how many
bring
of
the
them are
bounce rate.
converting as clients? Yeah. So a lot of people, there are experts out there who do that. They'll do split testing. They might move the icon from top right to bottom left. They might
Yep.
change the color from red to green. They might change, they'll play
The
with all sort of things, do split
most the
testing.
most easiest way what you can start with if you are limited on the budget, what I can say with the CRO is just go and install a heat map.
Yeah.
Yandex Metrica
Yandex is free. Yeah.
has got a free heat map. Just use that one. And if but it's only beneficial if you're getting
To
at
study.
least 500 to 600 visitor on your site. If you're thinking like your
Yeah.
site is brand new, I don't think so. You're gonna get much out of it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you're getting clicks, just go and install a heat map. See, read it for a couple of days, and see how the people when they come in, how they behave on the website. Where they try to click it, maybe there is no hyperlink behind that. Then try to make the button bigger, smaller. You might need to do A/B testing as well, and that tells you when it comes to A/B testing. That's basically you prepared a variation of your web page with keeping all this presumption in mind that these elements gonna increase my conversions. So you're just preparing everything into it,
And you're serving it to
and
different
then you
clients.
test it. You test it to
Yeah.
see if what I thought of is that really be working or not, and that's how you're gonna test it. There are advanced tools, paid tools for that, but if you're starting out, heat maps can do the work.
Yeah,
Just
Yandex is a free heat map. It basically records the journey of the customer.
yeah,
Where they took a pause, where they stopped, where exactly did they bounce off.
yeah,
So we heavily use that in our affiliate sites, and we got some really good conversions. Because we are finding sometimes that, like the buy now button or the go to Amazon kind of buttons were not optimized, or something was wrong, or even they were not clickable. We would never know until you start seeing those sort of things. But it comes down to how much time you're spending on your assets. If you got your a diversified portfolio like we do, we are not able to do justice to a lot of our digital assets because we only give like 5 to 10% of time during the week to those, and we can't scale it to that level. But if you are dedicatedly working on a blog or an affiliate site, there's a
yeah.
lot you can do on that. There's so many things to optimize it and take it to the next level.
If you if you
Content
guys
backlink
are
is, yeah,
really,
part of the game, but there's so much
yeah,
else.
if you guys are really very keen, we can always do a live stream. Amit can actually plan that one too. So it's about how we go about. So we got like dozens of actually projects on board. How we go and check it out on the fly, that what the team is doing, if they're doing properly or not. It's a little. There are a few little hacks by which you can do that. So we can always do a live stream. I can prepare some demo data before that. I can't really share all the projects, but I can prepare demo data, and then I can show it via that demo data as well. It's just going to be helpful for you all to understand how we do it. If we got a lots of projects, so it's we know what's the most easiest way is to do that. So yeah, that's
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it this way, Rohin and Ravi. We'll put the offer out in the group wherever people wants to do the next live stream on. We'll just
yeah.
pick a topic from that, and we'll do a live stream on that. And we'll
Yeah,
continue with
exactly.
these. We'll
Probably
continue with
put
these
it,
audits anyways. We'll try and
yeah,
do it fortnightly at least.
put it
Um,
on the Facebook page and share the Facebook page in the group, and let the people do a bit of a justice. Once we get a number of shares on that page, because I always understand one thing is that there is nothing which comes for free. we the people have to pay for it, pay in not in the form of dollars, but maybe in the form of social currency, which they can share with us. So if they are good with that, we are good in sharing out the lot of information. We got a lot of information in the way, because we are not just reading few YouTube I mean like blogs and YouTube, watching a couple of videos and then thinking ourselves as a pro into it. We are actually playing with the real time data. There are a lot of people in the group as well. We know who are a few of the clients of ours as well. They can witness this, even few different groups. We are doing it. That's so we got a lot of data and things behind the scene as well.
Absolutely.
All right, I think
Oh,
that's a lot
that's
for
more
today.
than an hour this time. I think we're gonna all pay us back now. Thank you.
All
The
right,
good thing is my kids didn't show up, so it's
yeah,
good.
true. That's the
They
funny
must be
thing.
watching TV.
I've
Mine
got
are
them
watching
locked up
TV.
in a
Yeah,
room.
mine are watching TV. They're quiet when they watch TV.
Yeah,
The only
true.
time they're
Same here.
quiet.
All right,
Right. Good night,
all
guys.
right, everyone.
Take care.
Just throw any kind of comments or something in the group. We're probably gonna reply back tomorrow. It's probably late now. So and stay blessed, stay safe. That's all we can say, and keep rocking. All right, thanks. Bye
All
bye.
right,
Good night. See ya. Bye bye.
please, guys.